Winners don't lose.
Okay, welcome back. That's how I do that. Welcome back to Never Stop Shooting. Oh, excuse me, madam. My name is Paul, and... Do you mind, sir? I am doing my intro. My name is Paul, and this is Bard's Tale. That's what this is. The self-aware comedy game that Carrie Elwes voiced the main character for. Phenomenal little game here. As you can see, we backtrack a little bit to 333. There we go. To the save point again, but we're going to go through it. We're going to find our way ahead and through the fairy haunt woods. Save the chapter progress. This chapter progress has been saved. Oh, hello, Mr. Hunter. How are you?
This forest is a great place to hunt. It's teeming with grouse. If you haven't got a bow, you should get yourself one and try your hands at hunting.
Can I take one from you? Do you have a spare on you? Punch! 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 No. Alright, draw my sword. Here we go. Back up against the first group of wolves. Zoink, zoink, zoink. Uh-oh. Not doing so hot.
The bard, having slain the random wolf, found that it had digested not only the contents of a small treasury, but also various household goods. Wait, am I reading that correctly? This can't be right.
You'd be surprised. I find all kinds of things inside these beasties. Did I ever tell you about the time I killed this rat and out popped an entire chest?
Well, I'm just going to skip those passages in the future.
What? That's a major source of income. You cheap, good-for-nothing horses.
And so the bard continued on his journey.
Okay, yeah, I love the self-aware nature of the Bard's Tale, because you'd never see that in a book or a movie or nothing like that, unless they were being like ironic or kind of winking at it, right? Like, it's such a staple for video games that you can find, like, even just gold in general on wolves and all these sorts of things. It makes a lot more sense that pelts would pop out of them. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm killing them with a sword, so maybe if I kill them very, very well, you know, maybe he's just incredibly skilled at killing wolves. I don't know. Who am I? Who am I to say? As I was saying, though, the game being incredibly self-aware, the only character who can actually hear... oh, there's a chest here. Who can actually hear the voice of the narrator is the bard himself, right? So you got a bit of a stranger than fiction thing going on, except that the bard is totally cool with it. And apparently maybe it's been happening his entire life. Maybe it's been going his entire life. Maybe he thinks that, you know, everybody's just got their own narrator. Maybe it's just, you know, a mechanic of the game, or a plot choice, or whatever you want to call it. And turn this way. There we go. That's weird. My turn controls are my triggers, rather than the secondary, what do you call them? Knob. The second knob. King of the knobs. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Slicey dicey. Wolvies give me pelts. Alright. Man, we are actually racking up quite a bit of gold here. 328 gold. Oh, that looks like an alpha wolf or something here. Ow. Yeah, let my lightning spider handle him if I can. Oh, he killed it. Not good, not good, not good. So as I was saying, I pour everything into rhythm, and this is the one problem with pouring everything into rhythm is if, you know, my team ever goes down, I'm kind of in quite a bit of trouble, really. Hold still, man. Oh boy, he's got backup now. There we go. Did I get a... Okay, it's worth a little bit more. And... bring back my spider folk here. Addercop, Addercop. What was I saying Addercop to about before? That was in The Hobbit. Not in the movies, but in a picnic basket. Oh my. So, apparently some of the stuff still makes a little bit of sense. In the original Hobbit, that was what Bilbo said to taunt all the spiders into place. I think I've mentioned that at some point before when we were fighting giant spiders in a different game.
Well, now, what
we hear, eh? You must be the fella who's been chasing all over, putting the touch on the locals with that shocking beast of yours.
You must be Bannerfeet. I've been sent here about a tune you might be willing to part with.
Now, it just so happens that I don't know a wee song, and if you do me a little favor, I might be willing to part with it.
All right, let's hear this favour then.
I've got a friend in the forest jail by the name of Kettle Swat. Spring him free for me, and you'll get your song. You don't have to worry about any guards at the jail. They've been chased off by the Kunal Trow. I can't help you with their patrols, but you can get through the door with only a password. You'll need to say fiddle snuff to the Kunal Trow guarding the door to be let in. So, just get him out and then come back here and I'll teach you some magic. Fair enough?
Done. Just have that song for me when I get back. I'm no man's errand boy.
To show my goodwill, I've even opened up a quick way back to town for you. It's right over there.
I don't need to go back to town at this point. Okay. Where? Maybe they're forcing me to, though, because I don't see any sort of a blip on my... Oh, no, that's not a way back to town. That's a save point. Blue is save point on the map. I should probably remember that. Yep. We can save over that one. That's no problem. What was I thinking? While we were talking with... Oh, that is Houghton. While we were talking with that Trow there, I noticed that he started mentioning something about... like the Bard had said, you've got a song that you're willing to part with. Not a song that you're willing to teach me, but a song that you're willing to part with. It seems like he was implying that... that the songs work in such a way that they're actually a currency, that it's actually a tangible thing that you receive rather than simply a spell of some sort. But from reading the manual and his conversation with our little rat friend, who... Can I summon both of them at the same time? No, I can't. From the conversation with our little rat friend in the manual, it does seem to be simply that you are taught these things, not that you actually have to buy and sell them, you know? Hello, Mr. Trow. Oh, you're super easy. Trow trousers? Trousers? I'm not funny. I know, it's okay. You can tell me. In regards to self-aware games, though, I'm not 100% sure, like, what other games are out there that are that are even remotely self-aware. I mean, obviously the Deadpool games are self-aware. The entire game... From what I understand, I've never played it myself, but from what I understand, it's based around the idea of Deadpool trying to make a Deadpool game, and the Deadpool game is the game that you are playing, and he is aware that you are playing the game that he is trying to make, and he's constantly worried about running out of money and being unable to finish the game, which would cause a game over, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but if you guys want to let us know down below in the comments what some of your favorite self-aware games are, that would be really cool. I know... Oh, there was... Was it a Metal Gear Solid game? Or was it like one of the Silent Hill games or something like that? They had a boss in it where they would actually read your memory card. And they'd be able to tell the different games that you've been playing, right? They would record the guy saying, I see you've been playing Spyro, or whatever the popular PlayStation games were at the time, right? And the boss would actually call you out on it, and that really screwed with a lot of people. Like, and you can imagine in like a pre-clever, you know, like that was one of the most clever things that had ever been done in video games at that point. And so for that to suddenly happen, for that to take place for the first time in sort of gaming history, is a big stinking deal and would really mess with you. Anyhow, I think I'm going to call it here for today. Like and subscribe, and until we see you next time, be excellent to one another.
The bard, having slain the random wolf, found that it had digested not only the contents of a small treasury, but also various household goods.